Okay, so this is my little tutorial on how to use this Oki tool. Okay, so the first section is these are all the characters, but I will say that these are all the Japanese versions. So like Balrog is under BSN for Bison, and Bison is under VEG for Vega, so on and so forth. Since Bunch asked about this, I'll do an example with Cardine. Okay, so this first section is all the different ways you can knock down your opponent. And in each column they'll have different advantage levels. They'll have the knockdown advantage for if they don't do a quick tech, knockdown recovery for like a regular neutral tech, and then this is the back tech option. And they show you how plus you are, or if you're even, or whatever. So for this example, I'll just use sweep because I don't know how to use Cardine like that. So when you pick one of the options here, this table right here fills in. So what happens is these are a count of all of the different frames. So, and when you see a 1 or a 2 or whatever, these will be the number of the frame that they can first act. So this is their first action frame right here. So for the back recovery, their first action frame is on frame 24 because it's 2 up the top and then a 4 right here. So, and this is for regular tech, and they're up on frame 19, and for knockdown they're on frame 68. So let's say you want to find some sort of meaty option for the back recovery. So what you want to do here, and this part is kind of confusing, it took me a while to get this, you want to click the first location of the first frame of one of these Oki menu options right here. And then once you've clicked that, you'll see the green line over it. Down here, you have all the different options you have. So let's see if there's a move that just automatically does it. So if her first action for a knockdown for a back tech is 24, then we can look at a frame. We can look at a move that's active on frame 24. There really isn't one, but we'll see. What is this? That's 22. So, for the sake of example, this wouldn't probably be something you want to use. Or maybe you would, I don't know. But this move is start up on 22 frames, active for 2 frames. So, that means on the last active frame, it should be on frame 24. We're about to find out. So, we got our line clicked here. So, once you want to put it into the table, as soon as I find it, you'll click. And so now you get this little extra row right here. These S's are for startup. These 2 frames are for the 2 active frames, and these R's are for recovery. So this one looks like it's startup to frame 21. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. The first frame and all that. But so it looks like if we do this move right after we knock somebody down, we will miss. The last active frame is on the first frame that they can actually do something and take damage or block and what have you. So we need a move that will fill some of this time here, and then we'll be able to get another move that will land the way we want it to. So let's say forget that one. So what we can do is we click our option to make sure that's the one that gets filled in, and let's say we got what, 20 something frames. Actually no, I'll do it this way. I like to say let's pick the move that we want to hit meaty. So let's say let's say I want to make this +2 move +5 or +6, however hitting this meaty would make it plus. So I pick one of the second row here, and I will pick the move. So what this will do is that we can put it on the list, but whatever you click, whatever column you click is where the first part of the move will actually go. So what I can do is I can play around with this to figure out how I can get this move to hit on the last active frame of this move, which is crouching medium punch, which is over here, and it'll hit on the first active frame of that back tech. So now that we have a move that we want to do, and we're going to have to hit that on frame 17, we want a move that will last 17 frames that will do what they call a frame kill, so we can make it so that you make it actually hit on the frame you want to. So we can look through our list. Doesn't look like we really have one. The good thing about this last section down here is that it shows you all the total frames that each move lasts. So this is like startup, active, and recovery. There's 34 frames for her standard hard kick. So we can look for a move that has how many frames are we looking for? 17 total. We don't really have a 17, but we do have a 16 here for a dash forward. Wow, a dash is 16 frames. That's okay. So what we can do is we can pick our first line, and instead of having the overhead, we can have dash forward, which is, where's dash forward? Right here. So we click that. Actually, that works out. So yeah, we have 16 frames. So the first 16 frames that we can act will be our dash, and then we'll have this on the 17th frame. We'll start our crouching medium punch, and it should hit on the the last active frame should hit on the first active frame they have off of a back tech from a sweep. I actually don't have the game up to test this out. Maybe I'll do that afterwards. So let's say we want to hit, so that's just one example. Let's say we want to find something that'll hit a regular tech. And actually no, I'll do it this way. Let's say we want to hit something that will cover both the back tech and a regular or a no tech. So we can keep our dash and we can keep our crouching medium punch to hit on the last frame. But now we got to figure out some way to cover all these frames right here. So let's see, 35 to 67. What's that? About 32 frames. Okay, so we need a move. Well, actually no, let's do it this way. Let's say we want to meaty another crouch medium punch. I messed that up. Make sure you click to a different row so you don't change the one that you have selected. So we click our row here, and we want it to start here because that's when our recovery ends for our crouching medium punch. If they don't tech, then it will just whiff. So for Oki 3, we need 32 frames. There's a nice little list here. It's called frame kill. If you click that, it'll say however many amount of frames you need to kill, and it'll give you a list of all the moves that last that long, so you don't have to look through that other list if you don't want to. So we need to do 32 crouching hard punch. Okay, yeah, they're getting weird. Bear in mind, this is like one of the first times I'm using this too. This is just what I figured out so far. But yeah, I don't feel like doing that. Let's just do it the regular way. So we want to meaty another crouching medium punch. So we put our crouching medium punch here, and we click it so that the last active frame hits on the first active frame of the no tech option. So now we got to figure out a way to fill this. So that's what, 35 to 60, 25. So we need to figure out how to fill up 25 frames. This looks nice. This 25 frame total. I believe this is her command dash, so we'll click that. And now we've got this in here. So we've got, I guess, 26 frames we need to fill up. So this one, like if you see a black column here, that means there's a gap and where something could happen. So that would, like, if you wanted to wait one frame or something, then you can do this. But if you can do that, you're godlike, because I can't. So let's find a 26 frame kill move. The HK version, apparently. So, so boom. Let's say, so we knock our opponent down with a sweep. According to this calculator, what we should be able to do is we should be able to dash forward, and as soon as our dash is done, we should be able to hit a crouching medium kick, and it'll hit a crouching medium punch, and it'll hit on the first active frame of a back tech. And if they don't tech, then we can hit our hard kick command dash, and then do another crouching medium punch, and that should hit on the last frame of the first, or it's the last active frame should be on the first frame of the no tech option. But yeah, I don't have my game loaded up. I think I might load it up and test these out for myself. But if you want an example of that, actually Gutex's video does a really good job of that. So yeah, that's just my little small tutorial on how this stuff works and how you would, put it all together to make it get what you want to get and stuff like that. But yeah, that's it for me. Just let me know if y'all need some help figuring it out. If I need to talk about some stuff some more. Alright, I'll see y'all later.